Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 3 video on the Niddertalbahn. So big thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us the key to show it off. Quickly move it up a little bit, there we go. But yeah, we're starting here at Heigenbergen, what was it? Heldenberg on Windecken. So we've got to get the train set up. Let's do that. Yeah, I don't know why it started here, but I suppose yeah, this one just starts here. And then it goes down to Bad Bell. Let's make sure that's on. Train lights, so instrument lights as well. Train lights on. I think that should be all good. Let's get that off. We'll do a nice HUDless run as well. Oh, safety systems as well. Which probably would be quite important to do. So let's quickly jump into here and get them on. So you've got the PZB and the CIFA. Get the windows open. I'll get a bit of ventilation in on this autumn's afternoon, or early afternoon. No, not that way. Other way. There we go. Better. Right. Let's go. So yeah, it's 25 minutes this service. It'll be cool to see. Well, it'll be a fast one. I don't know. But I've done it in autumn. As there was a little detail which I would like to show, which hopefully it will actually be on here. Because apparently in autumn fields are harvested, which I know it's just a really sort of weird thing to be, oh that's cool. But just those little details. You know, in summer, spring you'll see the fields, you know, with the crops in, and in autumn there won't be. Which I think I actually have mentioned before on one of my many Train Sim World videos or content. That would sort of be nice to see variations in the sort of vegetation as the year progresses in different months of the year. Here we are. I'm guessing it'll be towards the end of the platform. Yeah, it is. There we go. Let's pop that to a stop. Yes, buzz. I still think the service on our first look was the best one. Though we actually had to uncouple a train here, which might have actually been this one here. It was awesome. Bad Bell. Anyone been to Bad Bell? Wonder if it's bad there. That was really, really bad. Let's get the door shut. And it is Windecken. We've got Windecken, Budesheim, Kilianstad, Oberdelfeld, and Niddertalbahn, and Grunor, and Bad Bell. Not too far to the first one. Boot the train up. And off we go. I guess we probably need to acknowledge that as well. But yeah, very easy lines to do HUDless, so I'll give it a go. If you haven't done many routes HUDless before, just turn it off on this one and see how you get on. I mean, the top speed's 60. I think most of the passing loops on the route, the speed comes down to 40. And I think near Grunor it's 30, and it tells you it's going to be 30. So it's probably one of the easiest routes to do HUDless. So give it a go, get it off. Even if you don't have the safety systems on, still be alright. I still love the way you've got a little analog clock there. I like that. I like that a lot. And so once we're off the bend, it then goes up to 60. Not actually completely sure where it goes. Oh, it'll probably be after the signal here it will go up. Because that will probably indicate the 40. Yeah. So once we get past there, we'll then speed up. And this autumn looks... Oh, it looks great, doesn't it? It looks really good. I don't know if you can see the colours as well on the video, but for me it looks... Oh, it looks good. Should be able to see it alright. Makes it even more majestic. There we go. Yeah, it'd be great to see some more of these type of lines. You know, diesel, old, well not old, but a slightly backdated route. It's just great to see. Something different. Don't want to go two. We're only two coaches. There you go. This is Windecken. Yeah, I wonder what TSG will do next. I wonder if they'll do a similar route to this, or maybe something a bit bigger. Who knows? I'd love to see another route like this. It's just a charm. A charm of a route like this. Single track, diesel. Little train, almost like a pacer. It's got a nice charm to it. Budesheim next. Coming out there, let's go. You can sit on this roof for hours just going backwards and forth. And we're off. Coming into Budesheim, we actually have the only tunnel on the route. And even though it's only 60 kilometers an hour, on a route like this, it actually feels quick. Like, this feels quick going at this speed. If this was double track, sort of like a main line, going at 60, you'd be like, oh, this is you know, this is quite slow. But on a line like this, it just feels quick. I don't know. It feels quick. I suppose it's single track. It's quite sort of bendy. It's not just a straight line at 60, which would just feel like it takes forever. It's just constant bendy on here. So 60 feels more than fast, and I think in real life they actually go 80 along here now. Someone mentioned in the chat. But 60 feels fast enough. Well, certainly to me. And it's a Joe Burgess timetable, so you get a nice sort of mix of different services. I mean, this one was there, I think, 25 minutes up to 56 minutes. There's lots of different, well, time-wise services. There'll be a 40 coming into Budesheim, I think, which is, we can see the village there. Got to get a nice shot. No, why has it done that? It does give us a nice look of the distance, I suppose, but not that I wanted that to happen. It's booted us up in the air. Right, let's try that again. Would have been nice getting it going over that bridge. Oh well. Acknowledge that signal. This should, I think, be green over yellow. Yeah. It's a bit hard to see the yellow because all the trees are pretty much an orangey yellow. I completely forgot, but I got myself a nice cup of tea as well. Shall we indulge in that? I think it's more as you come into the passing loop, it's 40. Could be wrong though. But we're down anyway. Might have been a bit cheeky there. Let's have a look. Oh no, it is 40 here. So it probably would have been at that green over yellow signal. So we're a little bit late to that. Oh, we got a 365 here as well. Waiting for us. Hello, 365. And just bring it to a stop. Well, now pretty much. That'll probably be alright. Here we are. And then we shall... Someone said to try the parking brake. Let's get that on and get that one off. Awesome. And then yeah, Oberdorfelden after this one. No, Killian start, I think. Yeah, Killian start. Off goes the 365. Look at that. Isn't it just great? Let's go. Off that goes into the tunnel nice and slowly. Just such a beautiful route. I don't know how many times I've said that, but it is. I suppose our signal should be clear. We're still being monitored by PZB. Oh no, we're not, no. See that? And then we get that back up to 60. Yeah, it's a nice easy train to drive though. It's literally just that stick and the brake there. That's it. I'd say it's just an easy train. I'd say no, somewhere between easy and intermediate, because it's not like a combined power brake lever, which is, you know, the easiest. There is a bit more to it. So I would rank this one between easy and intermediate, if that's even like some sort of ranking. And yeah, you can get level crossing faults on this route. Well, at least it seems you can. Because on our stream the other day, we were coming into, no, just leaving Grenoble, and the level crossing indicator wasn't flashing white. Because when it's flashing white, it means the level crossing is, I suppose, flashing. It's on, sort of, it's down, I suppose. But if it's not, then you're in trouble. You need to come to a stop. And I'm pretty certain you can get random faults. So at times, either it will be really late activating, or you have to get out and press the button to close the crossing, which I find pretty cool. So coming down for the next stop, which is just round this corner. Yeah, so that flashing white means the level crossing, I suppose, is in good working order and it's down, or, you know, the lights are on telling cars to stop. But you can see it's down, lights are on, cars are stopped. I think we need to go right to the halt marker here, which is right at the end. I think that's where it gives you max points. So we'll go right the way around. And you'll see the little H marker. It's just tucked behind this bush here. Another whistle board as well. Or maybe that's for when you get going. I'd imagine it probably is, just to remind you, you do need to then do it again. Here we are. Quite nice interiors to these trains as well. I sort of like these areas here. Sort of nice and spacious. You know, they're second class, it's still just quite nice. Oberfelden next. We'll do the whistle, don't worry, as well, the horn. Or the party blower, whatever you want to call it. Like those things when, if you've ever been to a kid's birthday party, you blow into those like things and the air goes in, it goes up, psst, it makes this sort of noise. Like one of them, that's what German trains have. And I'll show you another sign as well in a second, as you might be wondering what it actually means. Yeah, so these ones here just tell you that when it's flashing white, it means the level crossing is fine. If it's not on at all, then you need to come to a stop, or at least go very cautiously up to the level crossing. It's quite cool, I suppose. And this one here, with sort of the 4 diamonds on it, that means expect a level crossing ahead. That started flashing quite late there. That was a bit scary. Station's just opposite the apartment block there. Pretty much the only apartment block on the route, right next to the line side, so quite easy to recognise. Here we are. Ober-Dorfelden, and that's Nidder-Dorfelden, Gronau, and then Bad Willebel. It's just such a nice route though. It really just demonstrates how train sim world routes can look. I suppose, yeah, it raises the bar for other developers. Like, I mean, if TSG, a small little German developer, can do this, Dovetail, Rivet, they can all do it as well. I know obviously a lot of time was spent on this route, I mean over a year, so that's probably why it does look so good. But surely the other companies could do that as well. I suppose maybe even take a bit longer to develop the thing, to make it as good as it can be. Obviously Dovetail did help out of this though as well. Niddertalbahn next. Not far up either. I think there might be a passing loop here as well. Yeah, I think there is. So we'll have to come down to 40. Even in the autumn it looks great as well. Possibly even better than it is in the summer. I know, what season looks the best on this route? Off we go though. So we need to acknowledge that. That will be for the 40 coming up. And there you can see that the fields are harvested. So if you did this route in summer, you'd see they've got, you know, all the crops up and they're growing some, but on here they're all sort of barren as well. They've been harvested, which is just a really nice touch. It's something really just small. I suppose it's not really small, is it? But a detail I suppose not many people would be like, oh yeah, that's not right. But still, it just makes that all bit difference, which is really nice. Yeah, so 40 coming into the passing loops. And the station's just here anyway. Imagine a little UK route like this. I'm sure that would sort of have the same charm as well. One with a little 150 or well, maybe not. I suppose in a way that's sort of the St. Ives branch, which would sort of be comparable to this at the moment in the game. But like, I don't know, what train would sort of just be the best for something like this UK, and what route? You know, semaphore signals, maybe possibly backdated, with a little pacer maybe, or a 153. What they call them, little bubble cars when they're only that one coach or something, a rail bus, I don't know, something like that. Something like that. I don't know, yeah, chat, comments. What would be a really good suggestion for a route sort of with this charm, but UK? Something like the Conwy Valley line? Yeah, Conwy Valley line, I think that would be... Does that have a passing loop? I must have a passing loop along it somewhere. Yeah, I suppose that would be sort of comparable to this, but UK. Conwy Valley line. And that does follow the River Conwy as well, and this follows the River Nidder. I'm sure there's more as well. Off we go. So it is Gronau next. Which is where on the last stream we actually had a bit of a fault with the level crossing, or at least it went down really late. So I had to sort of be really cautious, like rolling forward towards the crossing. And obviously would have stopped if it was still not working. But no, I'm really excited for sort of the future of future TSG content. I mean, this is just perfect. It's lovely. Words cannot describe what they can, but I've not really seen any negative feedback on this route either. It's just a perfect DLC. It has all the little things which make people happy. Not really anything to complain about. It's perfect. Well, I'm sure someone might find something to complain about, but for the most part. Cool. Yeah, it's just nice to, I suppose, take a step back from, you know, all the mainline DLCs we've been having, and sort of the faster paced routes. I suppose this compares to something like West Somerset Railway, and that's, I suppose, the last, and maybe the St Ives branch, West Cornwall Local, sort of the last more laid back DLC we've had. I don't know if that's the way to put it, but no, it's just a step back from, especially German content, a step back from sort of the main lines and the big fast high speed stuff, just a nice chilled out diesel, fumey, scenic 90s. It's just a step back. It's just really nice. Is the level crossing alright? It's not at the moment, yeah. It still says it's got a, I think the last one was flashing though, wasn't it? So that one's still not down, unless you have to go a bit closer. Now that might be why actually, maybe it loads in quite late, the flash. Don't know, but at the moment that's not good. So we'll take it really slow up to the level crossing, and if we have to we'll get out and do the crossing manually. That might be what we have to do. I don't think you actually do need to acknowledge that, but I'll do it anyway. Okay, now there you go, it's all good now. It's quite late, that one. Not really too sure why, but it's just, yeah, really late. Oh, I'll just put that down. A bit ahead of ourselves there. And that E there signifies the end of the 30 kilometres an hour limit. So we hang up to 60. There we go. And it then goes down, well, I think it's 60 most of the way now. There might be a 40 coming into Bad Villabelle. But yeah, from the way it's down to 60. Which, I mean, just look at that going through there though. The trees sort of coming right up against the sort of tracks and sort of even over. I suppose that's also a good thing about these diesel lines, is when you sort of got overhead wires, yeah, the trees have to be sort of, I suppose, quite far back. They can't just be right on the wires. So that's why on electric lines you don't really get this. Whereas if it's a diesel line, you know, trees can go over, then go wherever. It's not going to really affect anything, which is really nice. I should mention we are on the PlayStation for this video. Yes. Cool. So not too far to Bad Villabelle. Did say 25 minutes this service, and we are coming up to 25 minutes. Yeah, nice little one to do there. I thought something different in the autumn as well, and we haven't seen it in the autumn so far, unless you were watching one of the streams. We did about 15 minutes in the autumn. So yeah, I suppose something a little nicer, I suppose, a little different to what you might have seen before. We need to slow that down. Not paying attention. Let's put that down. You're going about bloody 5 kilometres over, which is only about 2 miles an hour, but still. I could sit on this route all day, just going backwards and forth. I suppose if you have got a day off and you want just something to do for the day, just come on here, get this, come on here, and just go backwards and forth all day. You can, I think, yeah, you can stay on the same train all day. You've got to be careful though, because some do go down to Frankfurt, and then obviously they then go off of the, and also Stockheim over Hesse. So there are a few instances where you wouldn't be able to stay on the same train. But if you find one which just goes backwards and forth all day, brilliant. That did have a little magnet on it, but that hasn't, I suppose it wasn't green over yellow, was it? It's, what's it? Yeah, it's 60 here. Just double check, because I'm still not completely familiar with this route just yet. I'm still learning. But it is a very easy one to learn. So if we were going into the bay platform, I don't know actually, then it would come down to 40, but that hasn't just yet, although we have got a double yellow, which means we have a red coming up. Yeah, looks like there's another train in there at the moment. So this will be going straight ahead into that platform. So yeah, the only reason you'd come down to 40 is if you were going into the terminating platform. But it seems we're not, even though I think this service only goes as far as Bad Bilbao. So that's fine. On we go though. PZB is watching us avidly. So we've got to be on the ball. No silly mistakes now. Passengers have already had quite a nice journey. It's been perfect. Is there a stop marker here? That's the next question. Yeah, see, I don't think there is. There might be though. I mean, really, I'd just stop when we're on sort of the main part of the station. No point going the full way up if there's no need to. I think this is also the only station on the route with a high platform. I think Heldenberg and Windecken has a low platform, but this one has sort of a high up one. Yeah, there's no stop marker, that would do. There we go. Well, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's Train Sim World 3 video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. So big thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us a key to show off the route. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hope we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.